How was it? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I see. Appreciate it.
Menu narration options set to
Man. You can sit down now. Yeah, you can sit down now.
All right, fellas. I'll be back, man.
Where you going, bro?
Bitch, I want to play my playoff game.
Yeah, I'm about to tune in, man.
Bitch, don't tune in, bitch.
Oh, I'm tuning in, bitch.
No, don't you tune in either. Matter of fact,
Catch y'all.
oh man, my shit lagging right now. I don't know if it's going. I'm gonna ask him to go live, bitch.
Man, say, bro. Say, bro, just go smash the nigga and just get it over with, bro.
You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends. Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space?
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, ready!
90 Wolf.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he cuts it out and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Right, 51, right, 51. Watch the out, watch the out. Check, check, check.
Now Jackson on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Exit, exit. Deuce, 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 deuce. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. They can't hang with us.
Jackson throwing again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Get it together. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Check hot route. Hot. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Sponge. No. Oh!
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Ready. AC Gator. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Check 13. What? Go. Check safety. Let's go. Five on. Hayward. 51 running.
Jackson steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Deep rip.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mike 51. Man, I got you. He's checking.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Jordan Evans on the tackle.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Begin. Go. Banjo. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Fournette running right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 40 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
No. Protein spill. Rush in.
Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones, 72 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's get up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 79 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will put them on top here in the third. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Set, hut. Hey, come on. Watch the run. Set up. Mike 51. Let it go.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's got Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Fournette. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Switch gears. Rotate. Wahoo. Go get him.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready? 52, right? 52. Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Safe, safe. Hut, puzzle. I got it. Go. Hey, watch Mike. Hey, get in the way.
Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check three.
They'll run with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. 52's the mic, boys, 52. Yeah.
Here's Fournette. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
25, check 25, check 25.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's Williams on the catch. And unable able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check.
This is Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Check 4. Back.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 51. I got you. Max box.
Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here I come again. Check 99. Check 99. Get him all. West. Mike 51.
He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll give Fournette another crack, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. On 3rd down, Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And Charles, on the losing side of things, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl.